Greetings, friends. It's me, Wayman, and just got up to go back into work. Have to do one more 12, and then I get the weekend off. And I happened to see the Reb Shlomo's God's Wrath Hurricane Katrina, and I like the Reb. I liked the Reb before. I saved a ton of his videos, and he was a really a hard hitter using Judaism and Jewish theology to combat evangelical fundamentalism. Those were the days. It was awesome. And many times I clapped at Reb's videos, and I saved them, and I learned in the process about Judaism also. And Reb used to carry around that Hebrew Tanakh. He used to have it in almost every video. I haven't seen that in a while. So since Reb came back, I'm trying to understand him. I know he's with this other kind of Jewish affiliation or belief system that's a little bit more conservative than he was. So here he took a right turn, or some might think a left turn. So I'm trying to follow him, and I knew what he was before. That's what I liked. So I have faith that, not in the Reb, but I have faith that Reb is going to bring up some great issues. And what's great is Reb is probably the only religious person that would tell you to disagree with him. And Reb, I just can't see it on this one, with God's wrath being manifested in natural disasters. Now, because you're only focused on Torah now, I understand that you have problems with a lot of the, maybe you have some problems with a lot of the other literature that's out there in Judaism, because in your previous videos you've said that they're not real Jews. So I find that interesting, because from what we've drank from Christianity, we're familiar with those types of statements. And I upfront apologize for associating those kinds of triggers, shall we speak, or that kind of word usage being associated to you, you know. So in my mind, when somebody says that, a red flag goes up, and my mind has been trained to do that. So a red flag went up on this video, and I'm afraid, Reb, in my humble opinion, and I'm glad that you tell me not to believe you, to go check it out for myself. I'm gonna. And I'm not going to do any video on Scripture, because I don't have the time to go through and get all the text that I need, because I feel it appropriate that when I talk about something to you, because you're very well read and you know what you're talking about, I would use text to back up the way I think. So I don't have time to do that right now. But to me, I'm really hoping, Reb, in my personal humble opinion, and nobody has to believe me, but I really hope that we don't have, you're not going towards, becoming a real Jewish Hal Lindsey, you know. I really hope, and I really hope that this show, the Reb Shlomo, is not going to be the real Jewish 700 Club, you know. I know you're not going to rip us off, Reb. I know you're not going to be asking for money and stuff like that, but the teachings have gone either, as I said before, left or right. So I'm still hanging with you, Reb. I'm still gonna try to learn, and I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. But as of late, I've been disagreeing more and more, and it's probably because of my background and what I have studied, and what I tend to retaliate against, leaving evangelicalism. And I'm seeing it here. I'm starting to see it here, Reb, and I'm very sorry, and I was hoping I would not, you know. So maybe I just, obviously you would say that, I just don't understand the works of the divine. However, when I hear fate being used, I'm going to say it for a third time. When I hear the idea of fate being used, also a red flag went up. Currently studying Greek mythology, Greek belief system, they knew all about that. So what about that, Reb? What about natural disasters before mankind? Were they also the wrath of God? The mass extinction of the dinosaurs. What is that? And how does I know you don't have to answer this, but in my mind right now, I'm currently thinking how fate either Greek influenced Jewish culture with that idea, and why is it in Torah, or Jewish culture influenced the Greeks with that idea. Because right now, Reb, with what you said, instead of the divine striking people down, that would be Apollo. So, take care, friends, and remember, if everybody's thinking alike, this is probably the perfect example. If everybody's thinking alike, then somebody isn't thinking.